Hi, I'm Associate Professor Thomas Tu, and I'm the founder and director of hepbcommunity.org, an online support network for people living with Hep B to connect with each other as well as with experts in the field. One of the major reasons I set up the community was to encourage more conversations between the scientific and affected communities so we can all learn from each other. I thought that this would help the affected community understand more about what was being developed to help them, but more importantly, it was a way for the affected community to provide feedback to researchers and ensure that scientific progress would be guided and directed to the most important issues affecting their lives. One way we've done this was to invite Hep B researchers around the world to present their work at our inaugural Research Showcase event. Researchers described why their research is important, how they do it, and what's exciting about it in an interactive thread on hepbcommunity.org. We were fortunate enough to be able to offer 8 awards voted by the community, 4 for affected community members asking the best questions, and 4 for the researchers with the best scientific discussion. I want to take this moment to really thank all of our sponsors, which include Tim and Joan Block, the co-founders of the world-famous Hepatitis B Foundation in Pennsylvania, USA. They're friends of the forum and extremely generous and supportive souls. Dr. Wang, who is the former president of the World Hepatitis Alliance, medical director for the Center for Asian Health at Saint Barnabas Medical Center, leadership committee member for hepbcommunity.org, primary care physician, mum, person living with Hep B, and just all-round amazing person. I'd like to also thank the Hepatitis B Foundation, a national USA-based non-profit dedicated for the last 30 years to finding a cure and improving the quality of life for people affected by hepatitis B worldwide. I'd like to thank another sponsor, the Australasian Society for HIV, Viral Hepatitis and Sexual Health Medicine, or ASHM. They're the peak organisation of health professionals in Australia and New Zealand who work in HIV, viral hepatitis, and other bloodborne viruses and sexually transmitted diseases. I'd like to thank the Australian Centre for Hepatitis Virology, ACHV, who are the peak body of biomedical scientists throughout Australia with the common interest of promoting and disseminating research into all aspects of hepatitis and related viruses. And finally, the Store Liver Centre, which is a world-leading research centre in Western Sydney, studying all aspects of liver disease and is involved in basic translational and clinical research. So all up, in our research showcase, we had a total of 9 entrants and 60 posts, which is outstanding for our first year. We look forward to an even bigger turnout next year. So we've now polled our users for the winners of these showcased awards, and I'll present them in turn, starting off with our Community Curiosity Awards, which each come with a $100 US dollar prize. So first up, we have 2 Curiosity Awards sponsored by 2 anonymous donors who we thank for their sincere generosity. These go to forum users Mo and EH1999 for their in-depth questions on the importance of cccDNA in trying to cure chronic Hep B. We have a letter of thanks from EH1999, which I'll read out. Hi, everyone. First of all, I'm a little shocked by the news of this award. I didn't even know there was one. I guess the most important to say is thank you to all the scientists that shared their research and took the time to answer any questions. By taking the time to do this, you have enabled average Joes like me to have accessible and up-to-date information about Hep B in an easily digestible format. In short, you've given hope to the very people whose lives you are trying to improve, so thank you for that. Second, thanks to Thomas for setting up this forum. I know I say that a lot of my post comments, etc., but truly, for me, the main thing that has made me more comfortable with my diagnosis and not dive headfirst into despair is this forum. Thank you also to the community members that make this forum the safe and non-judgmental space I think we all needed. It's all well and good speaking to your GP and healthcare professionals about Hep B, and you definitely should. But to speak with others going through the same thing always makes you feel a bit better. Finally, be curious. The more you know about something, the less terrifying it is. As I'm sure you've seen by some of my comments of this forum, I'm not ashamed of asking questions that may seem like they've already been answered or the answer is obvious. It's always best not to be the smartest person in the room. If you're always the smartest, how will you ever learn? Ask those dumb questions and ask for layman's terms if you need them. Not all of us have PhDs here, and that's more than okay. This forum has some of the brightest minds that have made Hep B their life's work. Pick their brains. What a fantastic attitude. I certainly agree. So thanks again to Mo and EH 1999. Your prizes will be on their way shortly. So next we have Dr. Shari Cohen, who will present the Tim and Joan Block Curiosity Award. They, along with the Hepatitis B Foundation, have been instrumental in Hep B research, advocacy, and community partnership. And I'm so glad to have their long-term support for not only this forum, but also throughout my entire career. Take it away, Dr. Shari Cohen.
Good morning, Shari Cohen here from the Hepatitis B Foundation, and it is my pleasure to announce the winner of the Tim and Joan Block Curiosity Award, which we are giving to someone who has been incredibly engaged in both in the Hep B community and throughout the research showcase. It is going to user catcher 007, a name that I love, great username. So this person is from the United States, and just want for us to note the absolute curiosity and engagement that this person showed in the questions and the comments, where in order to keep these conversations going between people who have hepatitis B and clinicians and researchers, we need everyone to participate and to come to the table with enthusiasm and curiosity and questions. And that's exactly what this person did. So thank you so much, and thank you to everyone who participated in the 2022 Research Showcase.
User catcher 007 has sent a letter of thanks, which I'll read out on their behalf. Thank you for offering this Curiosity Award, and I'm happy to accept it. I appreciate this platform where chronic Hep B people around the world can help each other with their experiences and share information. I'm also grateful that we have a few extremely helpful medical experts who guide us with their expertise. The feedback from participants is valuable, as well as we all share a common condition. I look forward to seeing this platform expanding and growing bigger, as it will serve many more people in the future. Thank you. Great, thank you, Catcher 007. So for our final Curiosity Award, we have Dr. Sue Wang to present the Sue Wang Curiosity Award. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Sue Wang, and I want to first thank Thomas Tu and HepBCommunity.org for hosting this inaugural research showcase. As a primary care physician and someone living with hepatitis B, I believe this intersection of science and community is so important and so powerful. We need more of these interactions between people with lived experience of hepatitis B and those who are doing the research and providing care. The research showcase exemplified what will help us understand the issues of hepatitis B better, and this is how we can design better and more impactful discoveries, programs, policies, and solutions for people living with hepatitis B. And this will help us achieve hepatitis B elimination. So I'm very excited to present the first Sue Wang Curiosity Award to a community member who contributed meaningfully in these discussions. Congratulations goes to Bright Ansa from Maryland, USA. Thank you, Bright, for your contributions in the Hepatitis B Community Research Showcase Forum. You participated in some great discussions on our understanding of populations that are more burdened by hepatitis B around the world. You asked great questions about the low knowledge levels in Chinese and Vietnamese international students, and you were curious about what the Hep B epidemic looks like in other countries, and asked researchers so you could compare and contrast your own experience. We need more people like you who are curious and ask these questions. We look forward to more discussions like this that help us add to the global momentum needed to empower and support people around the world living with hepatitis B. Again, congratulations, Bright. Thank you.
Hi, Bright here. I want to thank Thomas too for having the vision to create this platform, a community and a home for all hepatitis B patients around the world to share their stories, experiences, and ask questions that are vital to their health without feeling judged or having to worry about whether what they share will be used to stigmatize or discriminate against them. I also want to thank all the scientists, researchers, educators, and other advocates who give their time day in, day out to answer patients' questions and also take part in discussions on the platform. To all the researchers who shared their work with us all, I say thank you. I also want to thank all those who voted for me to receive this award. I am humbled and honored to be the recipient of Dr. Sue Wang Curiosity Award. Thanks for this recognition.
Congratulations, Bright. We thank Bright for not only his curiosity and engagement, but also his generosity. He has graciously donated his prize to hepbcommunity.org so we can more easily carry out future events like this. So next up, we have the Researcher Community Engagement Awards, and this is for the scientists that created the most engaging and helpful content. Each of these come with a prize worth $250 US. And so first off, we have Dr. Shari Cohen again, presenting the Hepatitis B Foundation Community Engagement Award.
Good morning. My name is Shari Cohen. I'm the president of the Hepatitis B Foundation, and I am very pleased to award the Hepatitis B Foundation Community Engagement Award from the 2022 Hep B Community Research Showcase to Andrew Valent at Replicor in Canada. And really excited. First, I just want to say congratulations on a very successful research showcase for 2022. This is a really great way of encouraging engagement between scientists and clinicians and people who live with hepatitis B around the world. And Andrew, thank you so much for this incredible discussion that you started, talking about nucleic acid polymers. I think you did I loved the way that you did it like an FAQ. So you had frequently asked questions where you posed questions about surface antigen and subviral particles and the role of reducing or eliminating surface antigen in functional cure. I thought it was very easy to understand, and I think that's why so many people were really excited to see it and engaged. There were lots of good questions and lots of good conversation that came from your original post, and I just wanted to say thank you for participating this year and congratulations on your award. Thank you.
Hello everybody, my name is Andrew Valent. I'm the Chief Scientific Officer at Replicor. I'm coming to you from the tip of the Bruce Peninsula, which is in Ontario, Canada. And I wanted to make this video to say how grateful and honored I am to receive the Hepatitis B Foundation Community Engagement Award. It's been a very enjoyable experience introducing the community to nucleic acid polymers, but I think even more enjoyable participating in helping all of you in the community better understand your disease and overcome some of the fears and concerns that you have about living with this disease. We're all trying to get to the point where nobody needs to suffer the symptoms and effects of this disease anymore, and I hope that we can do our part to help. So again, thank you very much for the award, and I look forward to seeing you all on the forums in the weeks and years to come. Everybody be well.
On behalf of community.org, I would like to not only congratulate Andrew, but also like to thank Andrew for his time and expertise that he shares on the forum. He has also very kindly donated his prize to hepbcommunity.org. Next, we have Phoebe Schroeder, who is the acting Hepatitis B program manager at the Australasian Society for HIV, Viral Hepatitis and Sexual Health Medicine, or ASHM. And she'll be presenting the ASHM Community Engagement Award. Thank you, Phoebe.
Thank you to Thomas Tu and members of hepbcommunity.org for inviting me to present this award on behalf of my organisation. My name is Phoebe Schroeder and I am acting Hepatitis B program manager with the Australasian Society for HIV, Viral Hepatitis and Sexual Health Medicine, also known as ASHM. ASHM is Australasia's peak professional body representing people working in HIV, viral hepatitis, other bloodborne viruses, and sexual and reproductive health. We deliver training, run conferences, develop guidelines, and advocate passionately for the needs of our members. I am very pleased today to present one of hepbcommunity.org Research Showcase's Community Engagement Awards. This award recipient was chosen by hepbcommunity.org members for their contribution to viral hepatitis research. This year's award winner is Jennifer McLaughlin from the Doherty Institute in Australia. Jen has been instrumental in the development of the National Viral Hepatitis Mapping Project, an ongoing joint initiative between the Doherty Institute and ASHM. This viral hepatitis mapping project is an invaluable resource that generates data and reporting to identify gaps in the cascade of care and opportunities for improvement, with the data broken down by geographic area. Specifically, this data outlines who is affected by chronic hepatitis B, areas of high prevalence, how people with chronic hepatitis B are receiving guideline-based care, and considers how we are tracking toward global and national targets for uptake. The data is critical to guide the development of initiatives and to provide evidence to inform policy change to reduce mortality and morbidity caused by chronic hepatitis B and work towards achieving more equitable health outcomes for all Australians. Jen and her team are also in the process of developing an operational guide to provide direction to countries on how to collect data to monitor and evaluate the health sector response to hepatitis B and C, particularly for countries who do not have established monitoring systems but may have useful data sources available. As one of the leading epidemiologists in the viral hepatitis sector, Jen's work is invaluable in improving care and health outcomes for people living with viral hepatitis in Australia. Again, we would like to thank Jennifer on her fantastic work and contribution to the sector and congratulate her for being the inaugural winner of this award.
Jen was unfortunately unable to record a video for this, but had some words that she'd like to share. I would like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which I live and work, the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation, and pay my respects to their elders past, present, and emerging, particularly given the disproportionate impact of Hep B in Indigenous communities. Thank you so much for this award. It was a truly great experience to be part of this research showcase, which I think is such a fantastic initiative. I really enjoyed getting the chance to read all about the other research happening in this space, so thanks to the other scientists for their contributions. It actually feels amazing that there's so many exciting research projects happening in Hep B and across so many different areas as well. It feels like there is so much more happening now than when I first started working on hepatitis B back in 2011. I think it's undeniable that the social marginalization and discrimination experienced by many people and communities who are affected by Hep B is a factor here. And I think community advocacy and leadership is a key part of continuing to change this and raise awareness of the importance of hepatitis B. I have to, of course, acknowledge all of our partners and collaborators in the National Hepatitis Mapping Project. My colleagues at the WHO Collaborating Center for Viral Hepatitis, Ben Cowie and Nicole Allard in particular, were instrumental in the creation of the project and continue to be key to its ongoing development. We have collaborated with ASHRM in the mapping report since it began in 2012, and the staff have been unfailingly supportive, including for every deadline and last-minute change to the formatting after 9 rounds of edits. The team at ASHRM were the first to make the case to government that it was essential to have a comprehensive estimate of the diversity in Hep B from a geographical perspective to conduct effective workplace development and advocacy. And it has had ongoing impact. And of course, our thanks to the Australian Government Department of Health for their ongoing funding of the project. But most importantly, thanks to everyone who voted in the showcase, asked questions, and participated. It was such a great experience to discuss our work with you, and would love to hear any further feedback or questions that people have as we continue to develop it. It's genuinely invaluable to have those who are personally affected by Hep B to guide us in our research. And it's something we look forward to doing even more in the future. So congratulations, Jen, on your amazing work. I'm in awe of your studies and the impact it has for the affected community. I would also like to thank you for your generous decision to donate your prize to hepbcommunity.org. For our next award, we have Dr. Chaturaka Rodrigo, Secretary of the Australian Centre for Hepatitis Virology, to present the ACHV Community Engagement Award.
Hello everyone, my name is Chaturaka Rodrigo and I'm the Secretary of the Australian Centre for Hepatitis Virology, ACHV, which is the incorporated body of biomedical scientists in Australia working to solve the problems associated with all the hepatitis viruses and other related viruses. So my task today is to present the Community Engagement Award of Hep B Org Community Research Symposium. And I'm happy to announce that Henrik Sang has been selected as the winner in this category. So Henrik's work is pretty impressive because he works on what is known as circular covalent DNA in or CCC DNA in hepatitis B virus infected liver cells, where he assumes that a rare population of non-dividing liver cells, which is harboring this viral DNA, could be the key to us not being able to get rid of hepatitis B virus, even with the therapies that we have at the moment. So his research is delving into ways of getting rid of that hidden population of viruses that are hiding in the liver cell, in some of the liver cells. So I think that work is impressive, and Henrik has done an amazing, in his brief blog post, has done quite well in disseminating that knowledge that of the research problem he's working on to a much broader community audience. So I congratulate Henrik on his achievement, and thank you for this opportunity to present the award.
Let me tell you that it is a tremendous honor to accept the award for ACHV Community Engagement. I'd like to thank all the other researchers who submitted for the showcase. It's always lovely to see what is being done in the field. forum members who read my entry, especially those who asked questions, as well as those who voted for me in the final poll. I'd like to acknowledge Thomas, my supervisor, as well as creator of the Hep B Community Forum, Mark, my other supervisor, Vicky, Yuan, and Root, my other lab mates. You guys are the best. And my parents. I literally wouldn't be here without them. Thank you so much again for the award. I appreciate it so much, and let me tell you, the prize is going to go to a good use. Thank you again. Peace.
Thank you, Henrik and Chaturaka. For our final Community Engagement Award, Professor Jacob George, who is the Robert W. Storr Chair of Hepatic Medicine at the Sydney Medical School and Director of the Storr Liver Centre at the Westmead Institute for Medical Research, he'll present the Storr Liver Centre Community Engagement Award. Thank you, Jacob.
First of all, thank you so much to Thomas Tu and members of hepatitisbcommunity.org for inviting me to present the Storr Liver Centre Community Engagement Award. As some of you may know, the centre studies all aspects of liver disease. We're based in Sydney, and we cover viral hepatitis, liver cancer, and metabolic or fatty liver disease. For patients, our research is also focused on clinical research, including on the natural history and outcomes of liver disease, as well as clinical trials to bring the latest treatments for liver disease and liver cancer to our patients. The centre has extensive collaborations across 45 centres in 18 countries. So without further ado, I'd like to present the 2022 Storr Liver Centre Community Engagement Award to Priyanka Srinivasan from the Australian National University Medical School in Australia. As you would be aware, Priyanka is studying the development of a point-of-care test for the assessment of hepatitis B virus DNA. We do know that there's a huge number of patients, perhaps the majority, who have been undiagnosed with hepatitis B, and even if they've been diagnosed, they're not linked to care. If we can achieve cost-effective and sensitive point-of-care tests, then it will mean that we can diagnose more people with hepatitis B and also link them to care. So this is a fantastic attempt by Priyanka, and I wish her every success, and congratulations once again on being the recipient of this first award. Thank you very much.
Hi, thank you very much for the recognition and the award. I'm really happy receiving this award, and this means a lot to me. It is a really good platform to present my work, and glad that I could communicate with other researchers and understanding their work as well. Most importantly, I'm very happy that I had an opportunity to communicate with Hep B Society, and thanks Thomas for introducing me into this. This makes me to think that I'm contributing something to this society, and I'm very glad about it. I would also like to acknowledge my supervisor for giving me this opportunity to work on hepatitis B virus, and also ACH2 and ANU for their constant support. Most importantly, I would like to thank everyone who voted me, recognizing my work, and thank you very much for this amazing experience. Thank you.
Congratulations again, Priyanka. And that ends our first ever research showcase on hepbcommunity.org. I'd like again to thank and congratulate all of our winners, but also really thank everyone who entered and participated in the discussions. You're all essential for making this community work and to make sure that we are on track to make Hep B history. Thank you.